Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rish, and today's video is a little different. This is of course a watch me work video, but I'm gonna be doing a story time on the worst roommate ever. Y'all, when I tell you this is the worst roommate experience I've ever had, this is the one. But before I jump into the story time, I did want to give a little bit of details about the products that I'm using. So I am using Not Polished Milky White. It is my favorite. I absolutely love Milky White over white in general, but that's what I'm using in today's set. I'm also using my clear acrylic from STG. I've gotten that over Etsy. It's 24 ounces for like $40. I'm like, girl, you cannot beat that. I'm also going to be using some silver flakes, and we're going to add a little bit of rhinestones as well. So let me jump into the story time. So y'all, this is a story about like the worst roommate. First of all, this is like the worst college roommate that I have ever had. Like, I was so like traumatized after this situation because it was just like, this is your first time going away from your parents. You on campus. You expecting everything to go smoothly, hoping that, your roommates are just as cool as you. You both mesh well, you vibe together. But nah, not in my case. So I had went to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. So, it's the summertime. You're getting ready to go to school, for the first time. So this is around August. I want to say like either July or August is when my school sent out our roommate information. So I don't want to say back then, but it was like a few years ago. That's how they used to send us our roommate information, like their names. And me and the girl actually connected. I'm not sure if we connected through the school website or if they provided like her information. That I don't know. It was something along those lines. And we got each other's information. We just connected from there. I'm gonna give her name Bigfoot, and y'all gonna understand why I chose this name for her. So me and Bigfoot started connecting over the summer, texting each other, trying to see, how we want to decorate our room together. Like I said, this is my freshman year. Like, this is both our freshman years. We're excited. Already in a text message back and forth. We're already like seem to vibe well, seem to like, to have similar likes when it comes to how we want to decorate our dorm room. And the way our dorm room was set up is it was actually a pretty new dorm building, which was perfect for me, girl. I was like, "Ooh, I hope I do not get like the old beaten down dorm rooms." No, so this was an all girls dorm room, and it's pretty much like, how can I put this? So it's like a Jack and Jill dorm room with a bathroom connecting both rooms. However, in one room, you do have two beds and two closets and two desks, which is nice. And then you have the bathroom that connects to the other side of the room for another set of roommates. So it's like technically it's four of us. However, only two share a room. So it was me and the girl, and I'm not sure if now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if they gave us the other girls' information. I'm pretty sure they did. However, it was only beneficial for me to get to know the person that I'm going to be sleeping in a room with. So me and Bigfoot, like I said, just was, communicating back and forth, texting each other, letting us, saying we're so excited to start school. We like each other's vibes so far. So it's D-Day, right? So it's time to move in to our dorm. So we're on campus, and I get there first. So I chose my side of the room first, and I started unpacking, and I want to say about like an hour or two later, that's when Bigfoot came in with her parents, and we're all introducing ourselves, and she seemed super nice, a little bit standoffish, I want to say, because of course we don't know each other, so we're not like, hey girl, blah blah blah. No, but we were like, being cordial. I guess the parents were there, so it was, you got to be on your P's and Q's, I don't know. So yeah, so she I try to make it clear, like, is it all right if I chose this side of the room? She was like, yeah, it's no problem. So we both setting up. I think after I set up, I had left to go to like Walmart, which was pretty, I don't want to say it was close, but it's about like 20 minutes away from the campus. And I didn't have a car at the time, so I was like, girl, it's gonna be hard. But yeah, so I ended up going to Walmart to get a few snacks, a few things for the room. And that around that time, it's like four-ish, around 4 o'clock-ish. I'm not really sure, but it was like really getting down to like the evening hours, and my mom wanted to hit the road before it gets too dark. So after we came back from Walmart and put my stuff away, my mom and the rest of my family ended up leaving. So, we said our goodbyes. I was a little sad, but I was excited at the same time because I had a few friends from my high school that was attending this school too. So I was just like, I'll be fine. I'll be good. So after everybody's parents leave, even Bigfoot's parents leave, that's when, we started talking, get the chatting, and that's when her real personality started to come out. Like, she seems very, like extroverted, like, where before, like, when her parents, she was really introverted. So I was just like, okay, so I'm probably getting to meet the real her, and I'm just like, okay, she seems cool. So my friends from high school that was at the school came to our room. It was a lot of them, but they came to our room, and they was introducing themselves to Bigfoot. So she was like, hey y'all, so everybody was cool, right? So we wanted to go explore the campus, and I believe they was having like a little event, and I wanted, how can I put this? It was like the main section of the campus, and it has like a really big yard. So I guess it was all for the freshmen. Just come out, introduce yourself. So that's what we did. Yeah, everything was going smoothly. We was hanging out. I was like, okay, cool. Me and Bigfoot was really getting along. I felt really strongly. I felt real good about this situation. And I'm like, okay, we're good. I'm not going to have one of those roommate nightmares. So as the days and weeks went on, everything was going smoothly. I noticed Bigfoot was a little messy, and I'm more of like the neat and clean and tidy type of person, but I'm not like anal about it. However, Bigfoot was kind of on a messy side, and it was always like this weird smell in the room. So one day, me and our other sweet mates, if that makes any sense, me and her, I think we just came back from like a dance audition, and the girl, I think she left her key, so she came in through my door, so she went through her bathroom door to get to her room. However, as we came in, it was like this real bad odor. I was like, like what is this? Like, it smelled really bad in here. And next thing you know, my roommate, like, she just came out the bathroom and went like sat on her bed. I was like, and then I was seeing like this big old trash bag, and I'm like, girl, you're gonna have to like take this out. Like, this is not sanitary. Like, we don't want to have bad smells in the room. Like, I just started noticing like she didn't really care about cleanliness, and I was kind of a little irritated about that. But I didn't like go off on her because, again, we were still cool. I could talk to her about anything. I was just like, girl, you need to take that out. Like, you don't want to have any insects or bugs and like roaches and stuff in here. Like, and then we was on the bottom floor, not to mention, so no, like, we're not gonna do that. She was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take it out, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I I noticed Bigfoot started hanging out with like these two girls. Damn, what am I call her? One of the friends, she seemed like really quiet, and the other one just seemed like just had like some big energy. So girl, we're just gonna call them thing one and thing two. Thing one is the quiet one, and thing two is the more, vibrant, extroverted type of person. So they come into the room, they introduce themselves to me, and I was like, hey, immediately I ain't like the vibe. I ain't like the vibe because, first of all, I came in the room and thing one is sitting on my bed. I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's not how we start off. Like, first of all, that's my personal space. You don't know me. I don't know you. So I'm not going to come into your space like that. Don't come into mine. No. So I quickly said, I was like, excuse me, can you get off my bed? Like, I don't know you. And then that's when Bigfoot was like, oh, no, this is thing one and this is thing two. And I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, but next time, nah. I don't like people sitting on my bed. I don't know you. I don't know how, nothing of that nature. I don't like that. So they was like, oh, no, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, like, girl, next time I'm like, please do not try me. But no, so they all in the room. I think I came alone. I'm not sure where I was coming from. I'm pretty sure I was coming from one of my friends' room. And it was late at this time. It was like the sun was going down. And at that time, we did have a curfew. The curfew was, it was either 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. where freshmen had to be in their dorms. I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know if I don't know if that's like a thing now or if it was a thing back then. Like, y'all, I was a little taken aback, but I guess it was so that, I guess they can protect the females because this was a female dorm room. So it was like, make sure, you're in your room or you're somewhere not roaming the campus because it was pretty dark over there and it looked a little rural, like a rural area. So I'm like, I get it. And trust me, I'm not walking alone anywhere. So I believe that's the time I came back to my room, and that's when that situation happened. So they left, and like I said, me and Bigfoot were still cool. So at this point, I'm starting to get a little homesick, and this is when I started to go home on the weekends. So I want to say about a month in, I'm starting to go home on the weekends on a weekly basis. So I'm going home with one of my friends. One of our friends had a car, so I'm driving back with them, and I'm leaving my belongings at school. I'm not really necessarily taking a lot of things. I'm just packing a little bag 'cause I'm only going to be home for like 2 days and coming back. So I'm not really thinking of, anybody touching my stuff. Like, I trust my roommate and all this good stuff. So one weekend, I want to say this is like, we're halfway into the semester. So this is the first semester, y'all. We're halfway into the semester. This is like October at this point. So I noticed my roommate was never in the room anymore. Like, I just noticed I had the room to myself. I'm sleeping by myself in the room, which is fine with me, girl, which is totally fine. Like, I love sleeping by myself. I don't need nobody. But, yeah, I just noticed she was, I guess, staying with thing one and thing two in their room. You're not supposed to do that. However, I didn't care. I didn't give, like, do what you do, girl. I'm not about to police you and whatnot. So I know she would hang out with them, and normally she'll just come back in the room, get a few of her things, and then just leave. And I'm like, all right, it's not bothering me because I was probably barely in my room, so I was either with my friends or in the house. So I was just like, okay. So I noticed, I believe we're coming up on like the end of October and the beginning of November. I just noticed that I wanted to wear these certain shoes one day. I was like, okay, let me go, let me search for them in my closet. And I couldn't find them. These were the Concords. And I was just like, where are my shoes? Y'all, where is my shoes? So I'm searching. And I was like, I know for a fact I never took these shoes home because I would wear them at school. Like, it was like, these wasn't like, oh, let me go back home in these shoes. Honestly, when I went back home, I dressed real comfortable and I packed real comfortably because it's just like, normally I just wanted some home. Like, I wanted to be home with my family. I didn't really want to go out necessarily anyway. Like, I went out at school. But I just remember specifically I left those shoes at school. And I'm like, there's no way they're at home. They're not at my boyfriend's house. They're not at my mother's house. They're not even in my dorm room. So where are my shoes? So I have a friend that lives literally right across the hall from us. And, she knocked on my room one day and we get in the chat. And I was like, girl, I cannot find my shoes. She was like, what shoes is it? I was like, it's my Concord. She was like, wait. I was like, wait, what? She was like, I could have sworn I saw Bigfoot wearing Concords the other day. I said, wait a minute. I was like, wait a minute. Nah, like, no. I said, no, you sure? She was like, I'm very sure. She was like, I definitely saw her wearing some Concords the other day. And I was like, you what? I was like, nah. And then I started thinking back to me and Bigfoot's conversation. I noticed on the first day I was wearing the Concords. The first day that we met, the first day I came to school, I was wearing the Concords. And she complimented me on my shoes. And she was like, oh, yeah, I got a pair at home, too. And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know why, But I was like, oh, okay, you should get them and wear them. Like, and now that I thought back, I was like, she did say she had her own pair. So I was a little confused as to why she would have my shoes. And I was like, nah, she probably wearing her pair. So I was like, but where's mine? Mine's is missing though. So I contacted Bigfoot through text. I texted Bigfoot and was like, do you have my shoes or have you seen my shoes? And she was like, no, I haven't seen them. She was like, I'm wearing mine. I was like, okay, but I never saw her wear her Concords to school though. I never saw her pair. Never. So I got to thinking even more and I was like, nah, it's no way. Like this girl really went in my closet and stole my shoes. So I'm over here like really literally turning my room upside down trying to find these shoes. And I'm like, all right, no. At this point, no. Let me see the size of your shoe. Because at this point, somebody got me messed up. So she was like, I'll show you. She was like, it's no problem. So she came downstairs and showed me the shoe. And I was like, girl, no. These are my shoes. So I said, I'm gonna need to see a pair of your shoes because at this point you playing games with me because why do you have my shoes on? And she was like, girl, these are not your shoes. I said, yes, it is because I wear 4.5. Girl, she was like, but this is my size too. Yeah, I wasn't really sure if the girl wore the same size shoe as me. I don't know. I don't really check people's, shoe sizes, like, hey girl, what's your shoe size? I'm like, girl, I don't know. So I was like, nah, you got me messed up. And so what happened was the girl went back upstairs to I guess to thing 1 and things 2 room. And I was talking to the girl downstairs. So I'm calling my other friends like, y'all, she got me messed up. Like, this girl real life took my shoes and claiming those are hers. And I was like, It's no way. Like, it's just no way. So I me and my friend ended up going up to one of things 2 room, started knocking on the door like, where's Bigfoot, because you got me messed up at this point. Now at this point I'm ready to fight, because why are you stealing my stuff and then lying about it clear as day in my face? Because where are your shoes? Where are they? I've never seen you wear them. Now apparently the girl wore my shoes obviously when I wasn't around. Well, my thing is, how was this like going on? Because she was barely in the room, which is why I'm like, I'm a little confused as to how she even took my belongings. So it had to be over the weekend when I wasn't there. And then I noticed thing too, the little vibrant one will always come into the room, but going into Bigfoot's closet to get some of her stuff. I'm like, why Bigfoot can't come down here and get her own clothes? But I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. Like I said, like, these people wasn't really giving me the vibe like they are now with the whole shoe situation before. So I was like, okay, maybe, I don't know. She sent her little lackey downstairs. I don't know, because it seemed like Bigfoot was like the ringleader of the thing 1 and thing 2. So I was like, I don't know. Y'all, I'm all over the place, because it's just like every time I tell this story, I get so irritated, because I just can't believe this girl real life stole my shoes. So then I went upstairs, knocked on the door. I was like, nah, let me see them shoes again, because you got me. I was like, at this point, you done got me messed up. I was like, you don't even wear this size shoe, because at that point when I was downstairs with my friend, I did go into Bigfoot's closet to see what shoes, what her shoe size was. And girl, she wears size 8. I was like, an 8? Oh, no. Like, I was like, oh, no. Honey, I was like a 6.5, 7. And I seen one of her other shoes was like an 8, 9. I was like, nah, no, it's no way. She put her big ass foot in my 4.5 size shoe. I was like, no, this girl's lying. I was like, you're lying. You don't even wear the same size shoe. You don't even wear a fucking 4.5. Sorry, y'all, excuse me for that. But I was like, you don't even wear a 4.5. Like, you're lying. I was like, give me my shoes right now. I'm not even playing with you. Like, I'm not playing with you right now. And she was like, I don't have them. I was like, so where are they? Because you just showed it to me. She was like, I don't have them right now. And I was like, look, you playing with me right now. Like, I'm over here like in Shorty's face. I'm over here like, me and my friend is just like going at it. And thing 1 and thing 2 try to jump in there like, who is you talking to? I'm like, who is you talking to? Like, I'm over here like, y'all, we was really about to fight. We was all about to scrap in that room, because like, they was really playing in my face. So then I want to say, I looked at the corner of my eye, and y'all, I had 2 pairs of Dr. Martens, one burgundy and one yellow. Y'all, yellow clear as day. Clear as day. I saw my freaking, not the Concords, not only the Concords, but my Dr. Martens. Y'all, I was like, hold the fuck up. I was like, girl, you stealing. I said, are those my Dr. Martens too? Y'all, when I tell you I lost it, I done lost it. Girl, she had nothing to say. She had nothing to say at that point, because it was just like, what could she say? It's right there. She had no Dr. Martens. She had none. And she was like, yeah, those are yours. I wore them. And I said, why are you wearing my shoes? And she was like, because, she was like, I didn't want to ask you, you wasn't here. And I was like, girl, you have my number. You could text me. And not only that, you don't need to be wearing my shoes. So, girl, we was just going back and forth. It was literally getting real heated in there. And I think one of my our RAs came into the room, and it was like, all right, y'all gonna have to like tone it down, blah, blah, blah. And one of the RAs, just told me, you might want to go, contact the campus police. And I was like, you know what? I am, because when we was a freshman, they made it very clear, like, if we was fighting and an RA catches you or something like that, that's grounds for suspension. Like, you get suspended from school. And my mother was not having that. And I'm like, I don't want to let nobody down, like, we all here trying to be adults. I wanted to handle this amicably, but that was not the case, y'all. I was real heated because I just couldn't believe this girl is stealing from me. And I haven't gave her no reason to steal from me. Like, just ask me. That's all I asked her. And I was like, girl, just ask me for anything and I'll give it to you. Like, what? Like, this girl even gave me her password to the Netflix. Like, girl, I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. Like that type of thing. But nah. Homegirl stole my shoes. So she claims she don't have the Concords. And I'm real heated at this point because I'm just like, girl, you just showed them to me. Where are they at? Like, she's not trying to give me my shoes. But I did get my Dr. Martens back because Shorty was caught clear as day. But I got those back. So the RA separated us. And at that point, it was a Friday, y'all. So this girl had all the reasons to leave the school, right? So, and that's what Bigfoot did. She left the school. So I'm upset at this point. So I did go to the campus police. I told my mother, I was like, this girl stole from me, blah, blah. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm really upset right now. And she was like, well, just tell the campus police. So that's exactly what I did. I filed a complaint. I filed a police report. I was like, my roommate, Bigfoot, stole my shoes. And I know for a fact she stole my shoes because she does not wear a size 4.5. I saw her shoe size. She does not wear a 4.5. I wear a 4.5, and I bought a pair of my other shoes that I have that, shows proof that I wear a 4.5. And the campus police, it was a woman too. She was like, girl, I cannot believe this. And she, siding with me at this point. And I'm like, yeah, I cannot believe it either. Like, I'm really upset. And she was like, okay, what we can do is call the girl, down to the campus police station. And when they tried to, she was already out of town. Y'all, she done left the campus. I don't know where they went, but Thing 1 and Thing 2 went with her too. I don't know if they went to like a different school over the weekend or something. I don't know. I was so heated. I was like, I cannot believe this. So Bigfoot telling the campus police, like, no, those are her shoes. She, she has a pair, blah, blah, blah. And the campus police was like, oh, so you wear a 4.5 too? And she was like, yeah, I wear a 4.5, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this girl is clearly lying. I was like, oh my gosh. Y'all, I was just like, I cannot believe this. So the police told me to, it's nothing they can do at the moment because she's not here. But they are going to have a talk with her when she gets back. So I want to say, I really don't remember if that was like a Sunday or a Monday when she came back. But she had came back, and I guess campus police went to go talk to her. And y'all, when I went back to the police station, because they told me to come back up there, I was she wasn't there. I was there by myself with my friend, and the lady was telling me the girl's side of the story. She was saying how the girl said, again, those are her shoes. She wears a 4.5. She didn't steal from nobody, blah, blah, blah. But y'all, the police said they had measured her foot, y'all. They measured her foot. And the girl wear a size 9. A size 9, y'all. I was like, y'all, girl clearly lying. And they was like, so you do not wear a 4.5. You can't even fit your foot in a size 4.5 wearing a size 9. And it was like her feet had to be scrunched up in my shoes, y'all. Like, it was never, when I tell you, it was never that serious for you to even scrunch your foot in a 4.5 shoe just so you can wear some Concords, baby. No, it's never that serious. It's like, no. If you want to steal some shoes, steal shoes that you can fucking wear, like, comfortably. And I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. So they did retrieve the shoes from her because she was clearly lying. And they was like, unless you can prove, like, you have a receipt, you need to hand these shoes over. She does not have a receipt. And not only that, y'all, she put her initials in my shoe just so she could claim those were her shoes. I was just so like, no, like I cannot believe I'm going through this right now. I cannot believe the roommate that I was cool with over here stealing my belongings, claiming they're hers. Like I was like, no, I don't even want to be in the same room as this girl. Like if I see her again, like it's going to be a problem. So I believe she did not stay in the room when she came back. I think she stayed with thing one, thing two, which she better have, because she better not have come into that room. Like it was on site, and I told her that it was going to be on site. So she did not come back into the room. However, early next morning, like real early, like I want to say 7 in the morning, the RA came in the room with Bigfoot, and Bigfoot started taking her things out the room. And y'all, they moved her out the room. Because I told them, if she comes back in here, it's on site. Like, I'm not playing. Like, she real life tried to get away with stealing my stuff. Like, this is a no. I don't even want to. I cannot live in the same room as a thief. I cannot. Absolutely not. So they moved her. I don't know where she went to at that point. And y'all, I was like, good riddance. I had the rest of the semester to myself. I was like, I don't want to deal with another roommate again. But for Eastern Shore, you have to, I think for the first year, have a roommate. You have to be in the freshman dorm room. And unfortunately, in the freshman dorm rooms, you have to have a roommate. Y'all, I was like, I don't even want to go through this again. This is ridiculous. I was so... Y'all, I was like, I can't do this no more. I was like, Mom, I don't even want to be here no more. Like, these people are stealing. Like, I can't trust nobody. I don't even want my stuff hanging around. Like, now I can't even leave to go home because somebody going to steal my stuff. Who knows what else this girl done stole? She probably stole some clothes of mine, some underwear, some bras. Like, I was like, no, I can't do this. Like, y'all, I was so traumatized. I'm so sorry if this is like a long story time, but y'all, when I was telling my client this, I was like, I cannot believe it just brought up so many memories, so many emotions in me. Even right now, I just cannot believe that had happened to me. So long story short, Bigfoot ended up leaving the school literally the next semester. She did not come back to the school. However, thing one, thing two remained, and whenever I seen them, like, I was giving them like, bitch, don't look at me. Like, do not look at me. Period. Like, I'm not the one. Like, whenever we would cross paths, like, it's a real violent energy. I'm trying to tell you, like, it was. But luckily, over the semesters, like, I hardly ever seen thing one and thing two, and to this day, they don't see nothing wrong in the part they played in, which was they was in the room supposedly grabbing her things while she was upstairs in their room. Like, they would just go out and do stuff for her. And I'm like, what is up with that? Like, what is up with that? Like I said, I didn't think never ever, because I was watching one of them, like, go into her closet to get some things and take her back upstairs. I was like, where's Bigfoot? She was like, oh, she upstairs. I was like, she can't come get her stuff. She was like, oh, no, she doing something. I was like, I was like, she better come downstairs and get her own stuff. So I know for a fact that probably one of them actually did try to retrieve my stuff to give it to her. I don't know. I just feel like they was in on it, and they too probably stole some stuff from me. But I can't prove, because I honestly don't know for any of that to be true. But I do have a feeling like they knew what was up, and they see nothing wrong with it. So I definitely had a problem with them. Still have a problem with them. If I ever see them, I don't know. Like, I'm still upset. Like, I don't like thieves. Thieves, no. Why are you stealing? Like, It's giving very broke energy. And months later, I want to say the next semester, I did get a text from Bigfoot, and she just wanted to apologize because her mom and my mom was, talking. And of course, Bigfoot's mother was so, like, in distraught over her daughter, like, really, real life out here stealing. Like, she just couldn't believe it. And of course, they didn't want to be, they didn't want wanted me to press charges on them because y'all, I told the police I wanted to press charges. I was like, she vandalized my shoe. She wrote in my shoe. She stole from me. Not only did she steal my Concord, she stole my Dr. Martens. Who God knows what else she stole from me. Yes, I want to press charges because if I can't fight her, like some action is going to be taken. Like, no, you're not about to get away with this, y'all. So her mother was trying to converse with my mom to get me to drop the charges. And, you know, she was willing to pay for the price of my Concords. So shorty did give me back my shoes, 1. 2, she did also give me money for the shoes because she vandalized my shoe by writing her name in it that did not belong to her. And I still was like, no, I still want to press charges. I was like, no, I still want to press charges because no. So Bigfoot go ahead and text me so much time, you know, she apologized for what took place. And y'all, when I tell you the reason why she said she stole these shoes, I was just like, bruh, just don't ever contact me again. Like, just do not, like, I don't want nothing to do with you, girl. She told me the reason why she took my shoes was because she was jealous of me and my boyfriend. I was like, huh? Girl, what? Jealous of what? What? I barely talked to this girl about my damn boyfriend at the time. I was just like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, I was just jealous of y'all relationship because my boyfriend actually stood in line to give me the Concords. I'm sorry your boyfriend didn't want to stand in the line for you. Like, what did you want me to do about that? Like, I guess her and her boyfriend was having problems and she was jealous that me and mine was, I guess, doing good. And I'm just like, nah. I was like, nah. I don't care. Like, no, that's no. It don't sit well with me. I was like, yeah, I don't even think I replied back because I was just so flabbergasted. I was so taken aback. Like, what? I was like, girl, don't you ever, like, what? Don't ever contact me a day in your life. Y'all, she never came back to school the next semester. She never came back to school ever again. We unfollowed each other. I don't know if I blocked her or not. I'm pretty sure I did, but I've never heard from that girl ever again. And I was like, good riddance. She ruined it for everybody else. She ruined it for every other roommate that I ever had. I locked my stuff up. When I had an apartment with three other roommates, I had my own room, but we all shared a bathroom and kitchen. However, y'all, I locked my door. We had a key. I locked it like it was nobody's business. Hell, when I even went to the bathroom, I locked my door. Like, no. Nobody is coming in my space and taking advantage of me ever again. And so she just ruined it for everybody. I was just so disgusted. I didn't even want to be at that school no more. I was just like, if this is what it's like, I don't even want to be here. Like, I was so traumatized. I was just like, I cannot believe this girl done stole from me. Who knows if she stole some other stuff? Y'all, I'm pretty sure she did. Y'all, I know she did, but I have no proof. But yeah. So I'm so sorry, y'all, if I'm rambling and going on about this story. It really has got me hyped because it just brings back so many memories. But I hope you guys like this story time and also like this set. I really enjoyed doing this set. This is one of my very beautiful clients. She is so super sweet. Love her energy. And yeah, I'm thinking about doing more story times like this. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comment section below. You know, this is giving me a little bit more of myself, just, you know, introducing me and my energy. But yeah, so we are done with this set and I will see you guys in my next video.
Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to Greece.